Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about an important process that happens after it rains, and that process is called infiltration. Have you ever noticed that after rainfall, some water flows away on the road, but some water disappears into the soil? That water which soaks into the ground does not just vanish, it actually enters the soil. This soaking of rainwater into the soil is what we call as infiltration. So, what is infiltration? Infiltration is the process by which water enters into the soil from the surface. This process is very important because it helps recharge groundwater and reduces flooding. When water enters into the soil, it slowly moves downward and gets stored underground. That underground water is what we call groundwater. Now let's understand how infiltration happens step by step. First, the rain falls on the land. Second, some water enters tiny spaces into the soil. These tiny spaces are called pores. Third, the water moves downward through the soil. This downward movement is called as percolation. Finally, the water reaches the ground level. So basically, rainfall enters the soil, moves downward, and then becomes groundwater. This is the complete journey of infiltration. Now, why does infiltration happen the same way everywhere? No, it depends on some factors. First, the type of soil. Sandy soil always allows water to enter quickly. Clay soil does not allow water to pass easily. The second is vegetation. More plants increase infiltration because roots create spaces in the soil. Third is the slope of land. If the land is flat, water gets more time to soak in, and if the land is steep, water flows away quickly. Fourth, the rainfall intensity. Light rain increases infiltration. Very heavy rain may cause more runoff instead. Now let us look at soil types more clearly. Sandy soil has large pores, so water enters very fast. Loamy soil has medium pores, so infiltration is moderate. And clay soil has very small pores, so water enters slowly. That is why sandy areas rarely have waterlogging, but the clay areas may have puddles after the rain. Now let's understand the difference between infiltration and runoff. Infiltration means water enters the soil. Runoff means water flows on the surface. More infiltration means less flooding, and more runoff means higher chances of flooding. So infiltration is helpful while excessive runoff can be harmful. Now, why should we care about infiltration? Because it helps the plants grow, maintains groundwater levels, prevents soil erosion, reduces floods. So, without infiltration, groundwater levels would decrease and we would face water shortages. You can even try a small activity at home. Take sand and clay in two containers. Pour water on both and observe which one absorbs water faster. You'll clearly see the difference in infiltration rate. So today we learned that infiltration is the process of water soaking into the soil. It depends on soil type, vegetation, slope, and rainfall. Infiltration helps recharge the groundwater and reduces flooding. In simple words, infiltration is nature's way of storing water underground. Thank you.